Everything feels like it goes away. And when you're alone, everything feels like the perfect day. And I hope that I feel this way forever. Hope that it's me and you together. I don't wanna waste another moment. Just me and you, girl. Let's dance together. Got my head spinning around and around again. Got my head spinning around and around.
Come on.
And some people ask, who encouraged the strong? Who strengthened the person that needs to be strengthened? Who is the person that does that? I say this is what you need to do. You need to speak to yourself in the mirror. Eyes to eyes, nose to nose, shoulder to shoulder. Because when God made you, he made you powerful. He made you in the image of him, created, wonderfully made. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, remember that you are talking to a God when you look at yourself.
Come on.
Eyes to eyes, nose to nose, shoulder to shoulders. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that I am a survivor. I will live. This situation is temporary. I will go forth. You got to look at yourself in the mirror, and sometimes you got to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
Even on Valentine's Day, even if you don't got no mate, even if you want to mate, say, I am beautiful. I am loved. God created me to do awesome things. See, when God created me, he created me in the image of him, and he made me a God. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, remember, encourage yourself. Speak to yourself. Eyes to eyes, nose to nose, shoulders to shoulders. And remember, you are a survivor. Because what God got for you is stunning.
Easily defeated by pawns and schemes to see when they have a star that beams. Distracted by the armor of a knight, forgetting demons can hide in plain sight. With facade, smiles, find lies and truth just can't align. There is no need to whine, for I haven't lost the king yet. Just jokers who saw me as a threat. I refuse to dim down or shrink. For comfortability, I cannot be hoodwinked. My crown may tilt, but it never falls. I keep pushing forward, even if I have to crawl. By myself, I'll continue to build my empire, focusing on my dreams and desires, until God shows my king, his queen. True and real love can never convene. Trusting his timing, for it's perfect, and I don't mind waiting because I'm worth it. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
Come on, it's Friday. I know it's cold. We made it here. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Well, I am Angelique, and I'm going to be one of your hosts tonight, so I'm really excited. And
My name is Articulate Poetry, the founder of Hot Sauce Poetry, and we have another host who's in a route, Poetry Soul Child, going this way as well. And we got so much stuff to talk about today. We got We got a dynamic show for you all. So let me tell you how it's going to go. So in the beginning segment for like the next maybe 50 minutes, we got like open mic segment. We got that will be doing some audience participation models or whatever. We're going to be giving that info and everything throughout the night. At the 9 o'clock hour, we have our dynamic poets that's going to like blow your mind, like for real. So, but we do want to kind of go over the rules. It's a clean show. You know, we push the envelope a little bit. Sometimes we push the envelope. Bathroom is down the hall, so once you get out this hallway, once you get out this door, it's going to be on your left, to the far left. You can't go anywhere. That's where the bathroom is. Now, I always tell people that, as a matter of fact, I think I told you all that we don't serve food, but if you want to order Uber Eats or DoorDash, we have a menus at the front desk. Well, not the front desk, Felicia and Nita, raise your hand. They have menus over there if you want. And if you do place an order with Uber Eats or DoorDash, just tell them to either deliver it to the conference room or you can pick it up at the front desk and you can eat it. So it's BYOF, bring your own food.
yeah, we all like to eat. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. We have our dynamic DJ, which is Mannerism. He's our audio engineer. Give it up for Mannerism.
Give it up for Mannerism. Also a phenomenal poet, you all. He's amazing.
Yes, I am a good poet.
You are that.
And we got an email list which is going to be on every table. So Felicia back there, dynamic. She's an actress. She's a producer. She's working on a television show for Hulu. If anybody got any questions about acting, think about getting into acting or producing, holla at her because she's doing some phenomenal things. I got my cousin in the back. Little Nita, you know, you gotta get the family to work or whatever, you know, get the family for cheap. That's all. Whatever. But we want y'all to have a good time. It's All-Star Week.
I know the people All-Star Weekend are like it's really good.
Wow, last
and then they cancel.
Cancel. I mean, you got that. So, show for you. What I'm gonna do is, hey Shatima, did you want to, because she's gonna be giving away some prizes as well. Do you want to talk about your jewelry? And she's gonna be giving away some jewelry also. And matter of fact, sometimes what we're gonna do during the night, we may ask you if you have a particular item on you. And if you have that particular item on you, you go in $5, you go in $20, you go in $10. So, you know, if you have a particular, you know, item on you and everything. So, we're gonna start off with the first item. It's a number. And then we increase it to $5, then $10. So the first thing, anybody can run up to the stage. This is for $3. If anybody can run up the stage with a link card, you'll win $3. Anybody got a link card?
I need to call you.
Okay, are you gonna share it with us since you give me the $3?
You know, it's crazy about the $3 because I got 3 kids. That's enough.
I'm not gonna percent because I'm 3 kids, $3. Okay. But okay then, so and then we're gonna bring up him and give it up for you. Or then I back at you like I will put it in my pocket.
Hi everybody, so my name is Shana and I'm back in the back to tell you a little bit about me. I'm a professional plus size model, so I'm with a few agencies and I'm in the fashion and beauty industry. So what I thought would be fun when I was talking to Articulate is that in order for you to win a few pairs of earrings for ladies, I would see your best runway. I'm the owner of Model Esteem. ModelEsteem.com is a model development company. So if you ladies are interested in getting into modeling and getting actually paid work and brand ambassador work, I will teach you how to utilize the current skills that you have and also kind of introduce you to that particular industry. You don't have to be tall, you don't have to be skinny, and you don't have to be Caucasian. Black girl magic like I am and get paid. We'll pay you for your look. So that's what I do. So I want to have, is it okay to do it now? Articulate, is she, went? Okay, so can I have a few ladies come up here? You don't have to have heels on. Are y'all scared? Oh, why are you scared? Now I'm a confidence. Thank you, come on up here, beautiful. Yes, come on. Who else? Who else? Listen, I was a tomboy growing up. I did not know how to walk in heels. You got to start someplace. I did model in Italy and New York, so God has really blessed me in this arena. So never be afraid to come and show your beauty. Who wants to? Yes, girl, come on up to the altar, Model Esteem. Come on, the lady in red. Somebody else, somebody else.
I got remember.
Yes, come on up here. Come on up here. This is an offering or something like that. Who do I have? I need maybe two more ladies. 2 more ladies. Anybody else? Yes, yes. Do I have one more? Do I have one more? Do I have one more? I feel like a pastor saying, "Call, come on up here." I'm feeling in my spirit one more person that needs to come on up here. You've been scared. There you go. Come on, yes. You coming too? Yes, come on up here to the altar. Model Esteem. Let's give these ladies a hand. Happy Valentine's Day. You ladies are looking beautiful. You ladies are looking beautiful. So I'm going to go down and pass the mic down and have you guys introduce yourselves.
Charmaine.
Hey.
Tanya. Tania. Shantae.
Jackie.
Boogie.
All right.
Antoinette.
Antoinette, okay. So, what I want to see, I'm going to do just a little tad bit of coaching. What I want to see, and the audience gets an opportunity to vote for the best person that really just came and slayed. There's no rhyme or reason into it. But what I want to tell you ladies to do is do a stance, Model T, right here. Give me a little sway with it, a little swag with it. You know, poke your hip out. You got a little booty, it's okay. Show, but if you got a little booty, poke out the booty, okay? All right. It's gonna have the whole thing come out, just a tad bit, okay? You to do we're gonna do it actually so people can see you. We also walk with your lead foot. Here we go. Give me a little. So that's what I want to see. I want to see confidence, okay? So we go first. Yes, give me confidence. Hand clap. Don't get scared now. Okay? My next young lady, put that head up, look towards the audience, show them what you're working with. Yes, I'm loving that outfit, girl. I love it. Yes, honey. Head up, confidence, work it, boo. Okay, my next young lady, eyes up, confidence. Yes, look towards the audience, show them what you're working with. Yes, show off that outfit. Love it, I love it. My next lady, yes, confidence, eyes up. Confidence. Yes, the next one, feel did the best, okay? One, give it up. Okay. Somebody like you, I know that. Lady number two, give okay. Lady number five. And last but not least, lady number six. I see, and I think that we have a clear winner. Come on up here. And do your walk, honey bun. Yes. So I have a gift for you all. You get the earrings, but I produce fashion shows, and on March the 28th, I am giving you ladies an opportunity to walk in my show. Yes, to be a featured model. It's a women's empowerment event. I passed out some other tickets for my February 29th show, but for the March 28th, it's women's empowerment, loving yourself, and all of you guys get to be my model if you so choose so. Don't worry, I'll get you guys, your ladies together, okay? So give it up for these wonderful ladies. You come to the back and pick out your lovely earrings. And thank you guys. Come see my table. Make sure that you have some free tickets for me. And thank you, Articulate. My earrings are $5, so if you want to come and purchase them. So thanks a lot.
All right, give it up one more time for those beautiful ladies. All right, so as you know, this is an open mic, and throughout the show, if you feel, the courage to speak, you can definitely sign up on our list. We do want to hear from you. Sometimes we don't want to get in front of people, and we don't want to share our words. But there is a responsibility that comes along with surviving. So you never know who needs to hear your story or who needs to hear from you so that they know they're not alone. So don't be scared. Just come on and sign on the open mic list. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to call the first open micer to the stage. We have Felicia Levi. Give it up for Felicia as she comes to the stage, y'all. Make her feel loved and welcome on the stage. Come on.
Fellas, the street is a snitch. She says she love you, but she'll switch on you. She's heartless, so she'll take yours. She'll blindly lead you into dangerous situations by using the illusion of opportunities and open doors. And ladies, the streets, she's so smooth and so slick. You'll let your man put that work on her so you can finesse her and get some money real quick, and then you look up and you the side chick. Because the street, she knows how to whisper sweet nothings in your man's ear. But don't get it twisted. She's a soul snatcher. She'll make your man disappear, then reappear on Facebook timelines and in your memories and on t-shirts. He arranged a night out with death when all he thought he was gonna do was flirt. And this is why we can't be. Do you not think that if the streets can't get you, the streets won't get me? She knows it'll hurt you worse. She'll take us to the same chapel we were supposed to get married in for a funeral with "just buried" written on the hearse. Or we'll be blessed to get away, but our children will be cursed to carry the burden of your enemy's revenge. Or the secret retaliation of the jealous-hearted who pose as your friends. We can have no future, no memories, no heartaches, because that is what the streets takes. She takes... Excuse me, y'all, I'm getting emotional. This is kind of personal for me. We can have no memories, no future, no heartache, because that is what the streets takes. She makes sure dancers never walk again. She turns children into orphans. She turns happy pregnancies into miscarriages. She turns wives into widows. She takes romantic carriages and turns them into crime scenes riddled with bullet holes and busted windows. She replaces wedding rings with toe tags, designer bags with body bags. But the real fright and unforeseen danger is how she can turn soulmates into strangers. I love you, but you love the streets. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you just loved your family who loved the streets. They say love conquers all. Well, I welcome this defeat. I'd rather cry now than die later, block you now than bury you later. We were supposed to have forever, but the minute you decided to become the Grim Reaper, the timer started on your life, and we don't know how much time is on it. Is it enough time to feel you next to me? Is it enough time to make a baby, but not enough time to raise it? Well, I won't be complicit in building a broken future. I release my love affair with you to the streets. She can have it.
All right, now.
That's good. I don't like her though.
Give it up one more time for Felicia Levi. That was amazing piece. And you know, I really related to that because, listen, y'all, I went through this period in my life where I really liked hood dudes, okay? And you know, like, it was crazy because, like, I kind of really wasn't compatible with them, but I liked the excitement and everything. So, yeah, that's where I was. And, it's like sometimes you get that nice guy and he does everything for you and you're like, he's too nice. And then you get with the dude who don't want to do nothing for you and like, oh man, I miss that nice guy. But then the nice guy come back and you're like, oh, this is boring. So you gotta find a happy medium. I don't know about other people, but that's me. I gotta find my happy medium between that, you know, I kind of need a little aggression in my life. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But that was a great piece. I really love that. And so now I just kind of want to talk to y'all for a little bit. And then after that, I'm going to bring up the next open micer. But as I'm talking to y'all, I just kind of want to know, how's everyone's week been?
Great. Never had it so good.
Never had it so good. I gotta come over here and see why your week was so amazing.
Why my week was so amazing?
You never had it so good, so
I never had it so good. Just like all of us, you know, God has been so good to me.
Come on.
It don't take me to do nothing but wake up in the morning and start my day and the rest of it is on me. I'm here with this beautiful, look how fine she is. Show how fine she is.
He said do it tomorrow. I know that's right. It is. The gift of life is a beautiful thing. Just waking up every day and having another opportunity is such a blessing. So you hit it right on the head, and I think we all should remember that, because sometimes we get in these moments where it's like everything might be going wrong and you forget all the stuff that's going right. Somebody would love to have your problems. They wish they had your problems. So, you know, just be thankful. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the next open micer. And coming to the stage, we have Marcus. Come on, y'all, give it up for Marcus.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
How y'all doing? Anyway, I'm about to tell you, like, my concept, what I feel. Listen, black is amazing. Black is power. Black is an amazing thing to have. Black, I love the fact that with being black, we having melanin, it's very powerful. And I feel like black people, like, you know, we amazing beings and stuff like that, you know. I just love the fact that, like how us like getting together, not having like hatred. I love to see our black people come together, you know what I'm saying? positive vibes, you know what I'm saying? And I decided to come out from like literally from being in the house because I felt like I needed to, you know, speak my mind. I feel like we all go through trials and tribulations, and I got a testimony, you know what I'm saying? So
All right.
I gotta like literally love myself.
Yes.
That's the main thing that's important. Because I've been in love before with a woman before, but I had to tell her like I gotta love myself first. That's the main
right.
thing, you know.
That's right.
Like building myself up as a man, I had to learn how to be on my own. I had to literally learn how to love myself and building up my confidence. And I had to go through a lot of changes. So it really had like took me to another level, like mentally and stuff. So it's really been a blessing, this experience, this journey and stuff like that. I never had like everything I wanted, but I just like literally still like manifest things, you know what I'm saying? Speaking words to existence and it comes to reality and stuff. So it's an amazing type of thing. You feel me? So yeah, definitely.
Thank you, brother. I took a lot of courage, man. Took a lot of courage.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Also,
sir.
too, one more thing I wanted to say too. Also, I got a music name. I go by the name of Kilo Muse or Cool Keys. You can follow me on Instagram, Cool Keys 27, or Facebook, Marcus Parker. Yeah, I be doing a lot of poetry and rapping, sing a little bit too, and stuff like that. So,
Sing some for
you really want me to sing? Oh no.
Come on, it's Valentine's Day. We want to be serenaded.
Oh no. Okay.
Slow down, I just wanna get to know you. But when you turn around, is that pretty round thing look good to me? Slow down, I just wanna get to know you. But when you turn around, is that pretty round thing look good to me? Oh, cutie.
Sure.
Come on, give it up for Marcus Parker, y'all. That was lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love that he was talking about unification in the Black community, because I'm all about that. I'm going to do a couple pieces about that tonight as well. And we know it's Black History Month, you know, so we definitely got to come together, because together we're stronger than anything. So definitely, I really love that message. It's powerful. But right now, I'm trying to get y'all, check y'all temperature, get y'all a little bit more hype. So when I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Like, for real. I don't know if anybody else had a long week. I work in customer service, so I work in a call center type of setting. And, woo, I get some customers on the line that just aren't the nicest. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just here to help. What happened? Right? They don't want to hear none of that from me. So, come on, y'all. I need y'all energy, because I had one heck of a week, okay? When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So before I bring the next open micer up, because, you know, I'm going off of his theme, I'm feeding off of Marcus's Black unification, I'm going to go ahead and do a piece that I wrote, and it's titled, Who's Mad? I'm not a mad Black woman. Though I do feel intensely, it's not my job to express gently. I speak loud, boisterous, without fear, making my feelings and standards clear. No to make my presence easier for others to digest. To be seen and not heard, caged like a bird. The key to unlock and fly free is held by society, is they keep me underpaid and overworked, and portray me as the chick that love to twerk. Roll blunt after blunt, negative stereotypes, I'm here to confront. Slaying giants, I'm David to Goliath. The knowledge I hold is like treasure to a pirate. I beat odds, I've reached peaks. Got you scratching your head thinking how I haven't suffered defeat. I'm like steel iron, I withstand the heat. No, I'm not a mad black woman. Snapping my fingers and rolling my neck, getting you all together in check. Cause speaking my mind is a must. Ain't nobody gonna stand up for me, trust. The weight of the world I carry on my back, I be picking up everyone's slack. I don't make excuses, I make history. Just pick up any book and you'll see. Gwendolyn Brooks, Serena Williams, Jane Bolden, Daisy Bates, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, just to name a few. My queens conquering all that they do. It's in me, melanin dripping, drive unmatched. I'm a born winner, and I ain't mad about that.
Period.
Thank you, guys. Now, next up, we're going to keep the open mic list going. We're going to bring up Xavier Sanders. Show him some love as he come up to the stage, y'all.
Okay, I need y'all to bear with me for 1 second. I haven't done this in maybe 20 years.
Well, how old is you?
34.
Oh, okay, you look like 20.
I still write, but I want to share something with you all. Recently, I had my heart broken, and I love it because it showed me how to love my wife. This is a battle scar that I wear proudly. And my gift to my wife, as I told you, and I stand on this, I'm going to love you differently, but don't be scared. This poem that I wrote is no title to it. Something that I worked on my entire life. And I never had a chance to give it to anyone until now. And it's still working. So just listen. Your eyes entwine my mind into thoughts of wordless perplexities. In fact, the only thing that makes sense is the evidence that God outdid himself. Because the windows to your soul transcend reality. They have this unfair, sexy, yet provocative glare that tends to make me stare yet wonder. Who's this woman that drops my mind? Excuse me. Who's this woman that robs me of my mind at the drop of a dime? She makes me steal fantasies like the wind. Hold these words true. Know that you are my universe. All my thoughts evolve around you.
Hey, that was good, man. That was good.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel you over here, man. You were right, baby.
Give it up again for Xavier Sanders, y'all. You know, I think that was so beautiful because, you know, every relationship gets you more and more prepared for your next relationship. You just learn things as you go. And I think that's in life in general. You learn from your experiences, which give you wisdom, and that you're able to, you know, make better choices the next time around. And also, it just teaches you I guess how to love someone, because there's different love languages, but you have to know your love language and you have to know your partner's love language, because you could be loving them in your language, but it might not be their love language, so they're not getting it. So there's different love languages. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and ask this lovely lady what she think her love language is. What's your love language? There's personal touch. Okay, that's nice. See, I like gifts. That's one of mine too. I love that. But, okay, let me ask somebody else in the audience. Let me get a male perspective here. I'm coming. What's your love language?
Booty shit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you guys some of the love languages, but I'm gonna ask one other male, what you think your love language is? Personal touch, words of affirmation, acts of service. I agree, because there's words of affirmation is one of them, but it's like people will tell you anything. So I'm gonna need you to show me a few things, cause honey, like I said, after so many experiences, you get wisdom. So like in the beginning of my love life, I was all like, oh, you like me? You said what? But now I'm like, you gonna have to show me something. So you get more experience and wisdom. But yeah, there's personal touch, acts of service, gifts, and words of affirmation. So, but yeah, definitely take time to find out what your love language is, and also what your partner's love language is, because yeah, it's important to know how they want to be loved, and then also how you want to love them. So we're gonna go ahead and bring up the co-founder again. She got another great piece for y'all. So go ahead and put y'all hands together for Articulate.
I had told him this. I said, I'm not your poster girl for sex, even though you sexy. And you tried to entice me with your swagger, but I blocked it with my dagger, because I found out something. See, I found out the only thing you wanted to do is put your USB in my PC so you can run up into my data. But I don't know what you upload, and folks saying you on that download, and I don't want to catch a virus. So your Trojans are not invited, and my firewall is what I'm providing. Because like I said, I'm not your poster girl for sex. Why you bragging on how long your egg roll is and how you want to put it in my soy sauce, but I'm not into your MSG. So you're lost. See, when we first met, I thought you was into me. But as time progressed, I found out the only thing you wanted to do was rub my doorknobs, hoping I open the door so you can enter me. Waiting for the cue to say, open sesame, thinking you're gonna sex me, thinking I'm gonna give you the keys to this city. Boy, you silly. Well, you thinking you're gonna if I was your Nicki Minaj pedestrian poster, but I refuse to be used as your glass coaster, because I'm not your hoe, sir. Because like I said, I refuse to be your poster girl for sex. So, how's everybody doing so far? So, we're gonna give away something now. Everybody say, give away. We're gonna see where y'all energy is at. We're gonna see where y'all energy is at. Riddler, come up here, work. Every time I see you, I think about Riddler. That's like a, Riddler, Batman, like, This is my awesome co-host. She got a book coming out. She got an awesome personality. We're gonna see what the crowd is. We're gonna give away $20 actually right now.
I can use it.
Y'all better not let me down.
Yeah.
This is her house.
And this is mine. Y'all can go with whoever said.
No, they can't go whatever side. We gonna see who got the most down, okay? I don't even gotta do all that talking she was doing. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry.
that $50,000 in your income tax. They made a mistake and it was cool with it. They made a mistake and they asked you the money back.
Y'all don't worry about the jail. Y'all.
No, this is a competition. We're gonna do this.
Y'all give me poetry, hot sauce.
Poetry!
Okay, y'all kind of brought the heat a little bit. Okay, we gon' yell like, switch it up. You say hot sauce, you say what? Okay. So y'all gotta go first and y'all gotta be loud then since we switching it up.
We're not switching.
So when y'all gonna say hot sauce, I'm gonna say poetry. Ready? Hot sauce.
We're gonna give away $20 right now. And you're gonna have to run up to the stage if you have this. So if you look like somebody in your way right now.
Who wants to make it?
You know, just in case. Somebody in your way. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna tell them. If anybody has a tattoo scripture on their body, if you have a scripture tattooed on your body.
That's funny.
What?
I don't have any tattoos.
No, a scripture on your body. Okay.
From the Bible, you know.
All right, so.
What if you don't have no tattoo?
No tattoo. Okay.
That sounds fair.
We say this all the time every time we go. So, chairs for $20. Let me tell you how to. Now. And this is for $20. Our DJ gonna be queuing up the music. DJ could, when we did it before, make sure you fall. People like to snatch your head. And that's what we've been years. By the way, Hot Sauce Poetry has been in existence for over 10 years, and we've been having shows every second and fourth Friday for a long time. So, this is what we do not want to see.
No, we don't want to see that.
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
I'm on the one who.
We don't want to see that. Any volunteers that want to participate in adult musical chairs.
5.
I got my own chair, so.
Count
You
them.
participate.
Any volunteers?
5 for aunties.
Come on, just walk up to the stage. Walk up to the stage. That's why y'all walk up to the
We
stage.
need 5 people.
Our DJ gonna play some music while you walk up to the stage. Actually, you might be one in the front.
This is going to be. We're gonna have ourselves a Valentine's musical chairs match.
We need 2 more people. Come on. Come on, y'all. There we go.
We're gonna have ourselves a match. Excuse me, sir. I gotta go. All right, this match is scheduled for.
All right, before we get started with the game, y'all better play fair. Don't be trying to touch on the chairs and all that. But before we get started, I want to get each of your names. So what's your name, beautiful? My name is Rakia. Ty. And we also have
David.
David, Kathy, and Tony. All right, y'all. We gonna go ahead and get into this thing and see who wins. Go ahead, DJ. Start that music.
Why the DJ is getting that together?
Oh.
Getting that song and everything together. You would have somebody to hold the $20. You wouldn't get your hand out.
She's like, I'm right here in the front, so.
You know what I'm saying? Like you used to ask for this stuff. Like you used to ask. You know, if people had their hand out there, you can tell they used to ask for stuff.
Okay, you have not. If you asked it, you better say it.
Hold on.
Antoinette, you reaching quick with the $20. Can we trust you, Antoinette?
You can trust her.
She might put it right in her breath. She go right here. We in the same place. So, on the winner, well, not the winner, but the participants that we have, are you all from South Side or West Side?
Right up in front.
Okay, who's from the South? Okay, South Side. From the West Side.
West side.
North Side.
She winning.
Out of the country.
Where are you from?
Atlanta.
He's coming over to.
All-Star weekend?
Nah, I'm here visiting my baby.
So, DJ, you still working on it? Oh, you got it? Okay, so, talent count.
DJ, cut that music.
Cut the music.
Oh yeah, we're gonna walk.
Bring the music in.
Come on, dance, y'all. I know y'all know how to do this dance. Stop playing.
Back it up, drop it down, let me see you just. Get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just. Push it up, let me see you just. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Come on, Rakia. Your hair was so flipping. I wanted you to win.
One has been eliminated.
All right, so we still got Ty, Kathy, David, and Tone. Or is it Tone? Tony? Okay, Tony, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me move this so y'all have some more space. Because it can get crazy.
Good idea.
What's the bright light? It's just right there. It's an interrogation. Okay, y'all ready? All right, DJ, do your thing.
Time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Y'all better start dancing.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the percolator.
Don't be shy now. Show us y'all moves.
It's time for the percolator.
I'm trying to learn something. Okay.
It's time for the percolator.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Hard flex in the chair. Hello, is there a referee in here or what? Because they both on the chair. Articulate referee, they both in the chair. Okay, we gonna do a redo. Y'all not slick. I'm watching y'all. You was in the seat. Don't do that to me, Ty. I'm rooting for you, Ty. Don't do that.
Anytime their butt is on the seat, that's the person.
Both of them.
Well, no, if they're.
Both of their butts was in the seat. So it's you.
What do you want to What do you want chick eat?
I was in here. I had to cross my leg.
We gonna do a redo. One more time.
No, she gonna do it
hot. Come on, ladies. Yes.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the percolator.
Kathy, I knew you wanted to do that. It's okay, Kathy. All right, we got 3 people left. Come on, let's do this. We got 2 men and 1 woman. So let's do this. Let's go, Ty. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Everybody, good luck. Come on, DJ. David, what do you got to say for yourself? Okay. So we got 2 contestants left, and I'm just curious. This is a random question because I love to eat. I want to know, what's your favorite food?
Thai food.
Ooh, I love Thai. Okay, that's a good choice. And you need to check out Young Thai. I know you're here from Atlanta. Check out Young Thai. It's really good. And how about you?
Soul food.
Oh, I love soul food too. Both of those are good options. Okay.
I want to know what they're gonna do with the soul when they get.
Oh, that's a good question. What you gonna do with the $20? Give it to your woman?
We're gonna drink.
Oh, y'all gonna have Okay. That's 20 well spent. Let's see. What you gonna do?
Well, it's 4 of us, so if I have a piece.
At least he's willing to share. I like that in him. Because I promise you, if I'm up here doing this, it's my 20. Okay. Go ahead. DJ?
David, when you all semi-wrestled over the chair, what was going through your mind at the time? Just curious.
drink.
Where's the other guy? The other guy.
So I lose.
Did he just do that? What was at your, going through your mind at that when you're thinking like, hey, I got a strategy, my behind bigger than his, I'm gonna push him out the way, or I'm gonna use this, so what was your strategy?
You said button the seat, so I tried to get in the seat.
Okay. No man thought of nothing like that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's give it up to our winner of the musical chair. Awesome. And I always say it's awesome to have people to get in front of people to play musical chairs, fall out on the ground or whatever, and then not care, embarrass themselves, not care. But I thank all the contestants. Where's the guy at? I got a mail prize for you. Where did he go? You in the back? Yeah. So I do got it's not cash, but we do got a prize for you. So for participating, being the last two and falling out on the ground and everything. So we got a little gift.
I'm a comedian. I did that so everybody can laugh.
I know. I know. So, our other co-host decided to come. All right.
Get off my man.
So this is around the time right now where we're going to introduce our features. But before we open our feature segment up, we want to make sure we covered people on an open mic because we don't like to miss anybody. If anybody did want to do a poem on an open mic, let me know because we're about to close the open mic list. Oh, we got one more person. All right. I guess that one person, you weren't gonna raise your hand back there? One time we missed one person, 5 years ago, I remember, 5 years ago, we missed a person on an open mic. They never let us, they never let it go. Okay. We got up in the house, the singing. Okay. So let me tell you about this guy for the open mic. He is a singing comedian. He go around to a lot of the lounges and the bars, a lot of the live music spots that have live music, and he do a dynamic job. He has his music and so forth. If you want the DJ to play some instrumental while you do your thing, he got this one song called "Catch That Bus." And he imitates that.
You mean hold that bus?
And then he got this other one called "Move It to the Side." I guess that's. No, let me move it to the side. I guess that's when you. I don't know. I guess that's when.
That's the guy right
that's
there.
That's a nasty one, I think. Wait a minute, that's a nasty one.
That's a nasty one, right?
Let me move it to the side.
My man, though.
So I got a question. Anybody going to the All-Star game? I've been calling it All-State all week. Yeah, show of hands. Anybody going to the All-Star game?
Too much money. This is the All-Star game.
Let me tell you something.
We're glad that you all are spending with us. Yes.
That's right, man. This is the All-Star
game for Friday. Fourth Fridays at 5835 West Madison. We in the heart of the West Side, honey. Pimps and hoes. Yes. 5835 West Madison. Yes. Okay.
That's my West Side right here.
We do not discriminate.
And I'm on the West Side territory, which is my territory.
And if anybody want to check it out, you can follow us on follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Tune in. Matter of fact, check in. Get your cell phones out. Check in on your Facebook page at Hot Sauce Poetry. On Instagram, on Snapchat. Felicia, if you able to use that Snapchat, use that Snapchat. So, I'm going to let Uptown come through. So you get your Valentine's colors on and everything. Give it up for Uptown!
All right, DJ. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy Valentine's Day today. Give y'all some round of applause for coming out here tonight. But some of y'all could have been at home watching Desperate Housewives, but you came out here in this cold weather. Yeah, no. I'm glad y'all came on out here. You did. Woo, I'm telling you. My name is Patrick Tyrone, Uptown Taylor. I am a singing, stand-up comedian. That's what I am. I label myself that. I ain't let nobody else label me yet now. And then nobody labeled me Pistol Pete, you know. Cause Pistol Pete's still in jail right now, you know, doing 30 years, yeah. So I named myself the singing stand-up comedian. The other day, right, boo-boo, she gonna call me. On the phone, my sugar boo-boo, she gonna call me, right? And my ringtone goes like, hold that bus, 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 man. So I answered it. I said, what's going on, zone? She said, hey, Uptown, how you doing? I said, I'm doing all right, yeah. She said, let's go to the movies. I said, okay, sure, I'm all excited, you know. I'm thinking you dig what I'm saying. She gonna pay for the movies, right? That's what I thought. Because I'm always paying for the movies. I'm always, you dig what I'm saying, she always enjoying the fruits of my labor, you know. I don't ever get a chance to enjoy the fruits of my labor because she enjoy it more than me. So I'm like, woo, she gonna check me out. Woo, I'm excited, right? I said, you gonna pay for the movie? She said, no, you will. I said, let me call you back. 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 I don't want no woman that drink, that smoke a lot of marijuana. I don't want no woman that drink to 11. I don't want a woman that is bipolar. I don't want no woman that's crazy and deranged. I can never take you nowhere to the club because you wanna fight everybody on sight. Girl, I ain't trying to go to jail, cause I ain't got no money for no bail. So let me call you back. Let me call you back. Then she gonna call me back 30 minutes later, right? She gonna say, I thought you said you gonna call me back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back. Let me call you back. My baby mama gonna call me one day, right? My baby mama. We be having a good conversation, right? The next minute you know, she gonna start talking about my past on how I used to be. I said, girl, let me call you back. Let me call you back. Let me call you. Let me call you back. I thought you said you gonna call me back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back, I'ma call you back. Let me call you back. Let me call you back. I don't want no woman that smoke a lot of marijuana. I don't want no woman that drink to 11. I don't want no woman that is bipolar. I don't want no woman that's crazy and deranged. I can never take you nowhere to a club because you wanna fight everybody on sight. Girl, I don't wanna go to jail cause I ain't got no money for no bail. So let me call you back. Let me call you back. All right, y'all. Tyrone, Uptown Taylor. Let me call you back. I'm out of here. Just want to get the mic. Let me call you.
Yo, give it up for Uptown. Hey, shout out to DJ Mannerism in the bed. How y'all doing?
All right. Do better than that. Let me get y'all. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. There we go. Clap it up for yourselves. I go by the name of Poetry Soul Show. I went a little late tonight. Sorry about that. But we're going to get to these features now, y'all. All right, give it up for the open micers that went before. Clap it up for them. Oh, yeah. So this first feature coming to the stage. This is my brother. Man, I'm so proud of him, what he's doing this year. This dope brother, we actually share the same poetry group. We come from a poetry group called 3BM. Anybody ever heard of 3BM? Three Brothers on the Mic with Momentum and Odyssey. You know, man, this brother, he's a dope spoken word artist. He is a dope photographer. He's about to get married this year, y'all. Clap it up for that. Yeah. But man, this is my brother. You know, my brother in Christ. He's gonna bless y'all with some dope. He is like the love doctor of poetry, y'all. Look, y'all ladies, y'all get in tune. Give it up for my brother, the love personified, y'all. Yeah. Let's get it, LB. How y'all doing? All right. We're gonna try this again.
How y'all doing?
All right.
I need y'all to have some energy. I need y'all to clap like gas is $1.12. That was good. I need y'all to clap like Trump just got impeached. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure we was here. I can't say the other thing I normally say, but it's clean. I forgot. It's a clean show. It's a clean show. Yeah. So I am love personified. I got a couple books out. I'm trying to give y'all a little bit about me. I grew up on the west side of Chicago. I am a 16th and Ridgeway. 16th and Ridgeway. Lord Jesus, pray for the Holy City. I'm a 3-time author. I have a book called In My Feelings, a book called Letters to My Future Wife, and a book called 50 Shades of Chocolate that we won't discuss right now. I am a photographer. I am a tax preparer. I am
a jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. I ain't mastered one yet, but we gonna get there.
Work it out, man.
You know, let's go. Let's go. Work it out. So I'm gonna do articulate. What we talking?
The same ones you did last time.
Oh, great. All right.
You remember?
Yeah, of course. I got you. Yes, sir. I like music because I feel like music helps. What if I invited you? I mean, what if I invited you into a place that I'd only designated for God and you? Placed so many obstacles in front of you to find out if you were true and you overcame them all. You see, I thought I was strong enough not to fall, but somehow you got my number and I decided to answer your call. It's like our every conversation had me contemplating if there was really something that could sound so sweet. I found my own intuition and decided it was time for us to meet, and our first encounter with one another was bittersweet, a deep embrace and a peck to the side of your face made our greeting complete. I never imagined something so simple could make me feel like this. I never knew that I was capable of feeling the emotion of pure bliss. I never knew that real adoration from you could ever exist. You see, I recall so many occurrences where I thought I had found what I was so supposed to be in my life. Only to wind up with many broken promises, broken hearts, and constant strife. And I knew that what I was feeling wasn't right, so I went on a journey to find what something real could feel like. And since the day I was born, I was destined to weather the storm, only to come to the point in my life that now I am ready for love in its rarest form. Untainted by the smudges of his lustful counterpart, there I stood with an open mind and an open heart, ready to embrace you and allow life with you to start. Ready to let you be the director as long as I had the leading part in our movie. And ready to be your hit song because of the way you move me. You see, you soothe me in a way no one has ever been capable of soothing. Any rough areas in my life, you did the smoothing so smoothly, and I don't understand the things you do to me. It's like your actions are so unpredictable, but despite my confusion, you are the one thing that's been dependable. That's why I constantly find myself dependent on you. You hold a truth that can't be touched by a lie, a comfort that can't be destroyed by a cry, and constantly I'm left with the question as to why, and to no avail. I can't find the answers to you no matter how hard I try. I search for a way to understand why you've chosen someone like me. Why you decided to set my mind, my heart, and my spirit free. No promises or guarantees were ever made. You just love me unconditionally. You've been the hero for so long, and I've been the one in distress. You never judged me for my shortcomings or the many other flaws I possess. They said a person feels love when they're at their best, but for some strange reason, you always seem to love me when I'm at my worst. You took away my insecurities to help me see what I was worth. I cherish each day we share together on this earth. I couldn't imagine my life without you. See, to me, that's the ultimate hurt. I recall so many times I cried out to you and didn't feel that you were there. I remember the many nightmares that would awake me scared. I remember each and every fear. And now because of you, I remember they are no longer there. No longer do I have to awaken screams. You took away those nightmares I had and you replaced them with dreams, and things seem to be right where they need to be. I mean, you got me ready to take that leap of faith, but there's no longer I or you. All that's left is we in eternity. You see, I'm ready to experience everything I've ever dreamed of. So I'll invite you into my life because now I'm ready for love. And that's that. See? I like love poems, you know. I'm a little cake is what they tell me. You know, a lot of times us as poets, we get on stage and we talk about love, we talk about life, we talk about everything. And I always believe in self-love is the best love that anybody could ever really have. Like, if you don't love yourself, if you don't take pride in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody else will. So this piece is more so towards the women. This piece is more so towards the women. Because I think that we've gotten away from the queens that we are sometimes. And sometimes we let a joker knock y'all off y'all thrones, and I think you gotta be reminded of that. So black woman, you deserve a reward.
Yeah.
You see, I've been around for a while, and I know this thing called love has you feeling sore. So I came here tonight to let you know that you deserve so much more. See, you are truly a gift from God. And though this way of living may seem kind of odd, trust my God doesn't make mistakes, so maybe it was fate that brought you through. Had me lost in your words before I ever had the chance to speak to you. I've been holding on to your existence and I ain't even reached for you. See, you are truly something special. So what kind of man would I be if I allowed this thing called love to stress you? And I know at times you may feel this is God's way to test you, but I'm here to let you know he just doesn't want you to settle for less than. Because you far exceed phenomenal, you're extraordinary. That's why it's not hard for me to see the S on your chest that you carry, because you are that superwoman. Faster than the speeding bullet, stronger than the locomotive. By the way you juggle being a lover, mother, friend, and confidant all in one motion, and I admire you for that. Especially the way you persevere by carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and your back, but lately you've been stressed. You say you've been a superwoman your whole life, and this is something that you know best. Well, I'm here to let you know you can put the S to rest and allow me to put the S on my chest.
Yeah.
Because the days of a superwoman are through. See, you've been saving people your whole life. Now it's time for me to save you. From this vicious cycle of lies that you've become enslaved to. So whenever you're in danger, know there's a name that remains true, and you can call him Superman. So notice love wasn't coincidental. It was all a part of fate's plan to unite two superpowers together as one. So if you feed me your energy, then I'll feed it back, then our love will outshine the brightest sun, and the battle where love conquers all we would have won, and you and I walk this world in pure bliss. Sometimes I sit and wonder what kind of woman could make me feel like this, but I've seen you. I mean, I've seen you allow mirrors to deceive you into believing that your size is not appropriate in approaching. And I've watched you take your dreams and our lifestyle, no Trojans a lifestyle, so you walk with a life now that you had no intention of creating alone. I mean, I've seen you stay in homes fighting through situations where his hands being raised come on more occasions than they should have ever been. And you forgive him and let him back in because he's good to you and your kids. Like, he's the only reason you have to live, so you continue to give while he takes. I mean, you fight to make a home from the house he creates, but he still roams freely in and out. More degrading words come from his mouth, so your self-esteem, hopes, and dreams, they seem to be a thing of the past, and you tell him that you're hurting and he laughs. Then he tells you he's the best thing that you've ever had, and you should be glad because there are many women who would love to walk in the shoes you have. So I came here tonight to ask, black woman, do you know your worth? I mean, do you know the power that was given to you since birth? And do you understand that you bring life to this earth, so your worth is worth more than he could ever tell you it is? If it wasn't for a woman like you, he wouldn't have the chance to live this life. You see, I watched you become his wife in hopes to make him settle down, so you settle down with the fact that at least he comes home at night. And you don't condone his life. But you're too afraid to say he's wrong and fight for what you believe. Can someone tell me how is a man who's never there be all you need? I mean, far too many times I've seen you cry, and far too many times I've heard you ask why. When he answers clear as day, you say he makes you weak, but you're not strong enough to walk away. I mean, why stay when there's nothing keeping you there? You say you're not afraid of anything, then what's keeping you scared? Do you fear that no one else would want you, or do you worry that your past will come back and haunt you? I'm not here to taunt you. I simply want to reach you. You see, you've been misinformed far too long, and I only want to teach you, and I beseech you to listen. But you got to understand that your beauty goes much further than your physical. See, real men are attracted to your mental and your spiritual. It's critical that I inform you that your thoughts are cynical. That's why I can have a relationship with you and treat you like it's biblical. So understand you weigh more than the way your body curves. But if you know your worth, then you know what you deserve. But I've heard women degrade themselves. So if you don't love who you are, what do you expect from everyone else? I mean, you're afraid to show your beauty because you have a few stretch marks. Well, what if I told you that your stretch marks, so you have hard, and being a result of love, I think they're sexy. See, real men know a blessing when they see one.
Come on, say that, brother. Say that, bro.
We still find you appealing. Even when you have another man's daughters and sons, it doesn't matter the length of your hair or the color of your eyes. I'm an 80s baby, and you could be bald-headed and blind.
Come on, come on, come on, make it plain.
Don't do it.
We won. We want it. We want it back.
I'm an 80s baby, and you could be bald-headed and blind and have a way of making my temperature right. You got to know it's what's inside you that defines you. But if you don't take the time to find you, then I promise you'll always base your worth on what's behind you. I think it's time you know your worth. And that's that piece. Look. Now I get back to the love stuff. Gotta get out of my system real fast. No, for real, let me tell y'all. So like, before I do that, I did this book that I was telling you about earlier. It's called Letters to My Future Wife.
We buy it right now.
Oh my.
Wait, listen, let me tell you. Hold on. So I took a year of fasting, a year of praying, a year of crying, a year of being completely transparent, because I feel like in order for somebody to find healing, they can only find it through your revealing. So I had to completely give myself open to expressing everything, and a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, boy, you like the cake of all cakes." You sucker, that was a lot of stuff. But when I tell y'all that I'm a believer and call things be not as though they were, I was speaking this woman into existence way before she even came along. And when I tell you that I can't wait till July 26th, write a whole other book. This woman right here. But it's just to tell y'all, man, don't, for real, like, from a person who at one point wanted to give up on it, never give up on it. Even when it looks challenging, even when you feel like you're ready to throw in the towel, even when you feel like you've had enough, I think the Bible says for every time you fall down, get back up another time, or 9 more times, and get back up 9 more times, or 7 times. There it goes. Give me, Lord, But and that's my advice. I'm going into my poem now because we have a whole section. Oh, we met at oh Jesus. Let me tell you. Boom, here it is. It happens, y'all. I slid in her DM. I'm so serious. Boom. You know, I was literally like, saw her, was friends with her sister, and she was commenting on some of my posts, sharing my posts, things like that. And I slid in the DM and history. Yeah, history. You know, we got 3 kids and 2 grandchildren later. You know.
What did you say?
Hey. Oh, the first thing I said, I don't know what else I said after that. It was a lot. I might have wrote a poem. I can't remember, but yeah. So that was my little thing. Right. All right. So boom. We get the last poem out the way, and then I'm gonna get out y'all way.
All in your personal business.
Phenomenal poems. Get up here and do that thing. Now you gotta try to remember the poem. Yeah, that's part of the poem. I don't want to write you just another love poem. You see, I'd rather write you a lifetime of memories so you can remember me when your memory seems non-existent. See, I love to take my words and paint perfect pictures so even if your vision becomes limited, your thoughts would be limitless in remembrance of what we have. And since death is imminent, I'd make the sand unlimited in your life's hourglass so more hours pass for us to be together. To shield you from rainy days, I'll become the weather so you can weather your storm more easily. Just call me faith and believe in me. Believe that we can stand the test of time. No regrets about the present, so the past never rewinds. No need to fast forward as we wind down our days. That's why I count in milliseconds. To make sure the minutes, hours, and days can be saved. There are so many different ways for my love to be expressed, and it would be a crime to just write another love poem that doesn't do it any justice, you see. I'm more just with my affection. So you'll become infected by a connection that causes an inflection that would create a disconnection from any imperfection that could hinder your perfection. If love is the perfect reflection, then I reflected in action. I used to base my love off the emotion, but it's actions that get reactions, so I'm reacting. Because I was lacking the things in life that make love happen, so I'm asking, can I write you more than just another love poem? I mean, can I write you something that could keep love strong, build homes where vacant lots once stood, create a love that does more good than bad in your life? And can I make you think twice about it and feel for this love we share? It's rare when you care for something like this so much. I'm touched because you touch places where fingerprint had no place being. I mean, I can open my chest and the print of your palm could be seen, and I've seen real love form in many forms. That's why another love poem would do when it comes to what I feel. It's too much to hold, so it spills. It's too deep, so it feels. It's no longer an image on a reel, it's real, and I'm feeling it daily. I mean, my foundation is no longer wavy. Our path doesn't need pavement. Our pavement is more concrete than pavement, but we are no longer paying for our past, and we passed that and found peace. And I will understand that what we share is more in demand than anything you think 1,000 times. So I couldn't write you just another love poem. I can only say exactly what's on my mind, and to be honest, even then sometimes the words seem hard to find. I mean, have you ever felt like that? Have you ever loved blind without the act? Have you ever walked in faith and knew that God had your backseat daily? I had to learn that routine to free myself. And I found out that when you step to a woman, the only way to be is to be yourself. And I lean to God for the ultimate help to help me find my wife. But at first I had to know to seek Christ first, and then Christ will give me everything I ever wanted in my life. Every blessing, He addressed it. Every struggle, God put the muscle there for me. He set me free in so many ways. That's why I can enjoy the days with the woman I call my best friend. With her, I don't have to pretend. With her, I could be a simple man. I could take off my cape and be Clark Kent. And she got my back throughout it all. She'll catch me when I fall. She's the first number that I call. I'm in it, and I give her all. With that, I'll walk away from that.
Y'all give it up for my boy, Love personified, y'all. Dope love poet, dope published author, dope photographer. Man, give it up for him one more time, y'all. Yeah. Y'all ready for some more poetry? Let me see where y'all at. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce, hot sauce. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce, hot sauce. When I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce, hot sauce. Clap it up for yourself. All right, we're gonna bring the next feature coming to the stage. This is my sister, you know, in Christ. You know, she is a dope poetess. She is. Also, she got product for sale too, y'all. She got poetry and paint. You know, she got CDs. But she's no stranger here at Hot Sauce Poetry. But I want y'all to give her a warm welcome. Put y'all hands together for my sister, Carnessa, the poetess. Yeah. Keep clapping up. Yeah. A keep clapping, yeah. She coming to the stage, clean clapping, y'all. Hey, go back. Old school, hey. All right.
I'm the woman behind the man behind the man. My effective, fervent prayers motivates my man's plans and motivates the hand of the man. Through me, he finds favor and is going out and coming in because I know my power. I'm fixed by his side, negotiate deals on his behalf, while humbly serving as his better half.
Talk to me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm sorry.
While humbly serve, no, I encourage it. I love it. I love good energy. While humbly serving as his better half, consistently and confidently making power moves in my female capabilities, so I can meet his needs, be his helpmeet.
Yeah.
He literally met his match when he met me. I know my position, and I plays it very well. I know there's power in my submission, so I does it very well. Well, never running dry. I supply whatever, whenever he's thinking, I comply. To his fantasies and wishes, I made it my mission to build this happy home on a foundation of faith, love, and trust. Kind words, soft answers, no nagging, no fuss. My strength is in my feminine touch. I touch his heart and body simultaneously. Feed his knowledge, stimulate his mental, because I'm always trying to make him think of me. I let him know that I know he's the man. I'll proudly represent his brand, model, his logo. Another man can't go where he go, I'll be loyal. He's sustained by my sweet, sweet, I never worry about a ho-ho.
Come on.
Right. That's right.
I said I'll represent his brand, model, his logo. Another man can't go where he go, I'll be loyal. He's sustained by my sweet, sweet, I never worry about a ho-ho, because I know my power. And I use it for good and not evil. When we come together, we're unstoppable. Made his dreams mine and took it to another level. I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. It's his show and I'm just toasting. I'm quarterback and he's coaching because I know my power.
Come on, sister.
Woo! Let's go. Ladies, I cover his insecurities, promote his strengths. Didn't need cake or candle and still got my wish. I prayed him into existence. He's God's gift, and I'll treat him as such. I'll move mountains for that man and drape him in my love, because I know my power. Thank you.
That was powerful,
Big mouth, right? I'm projecting all the way to the back. Am I good? Okay.
I hear you.
Y'all doing all right?
Yeah.
Such a beautiful, beautiful crowd. I love what you said, man of God. Congratulations. It's a beautiful couple. Y'all give them a hand. I love. So the first poem, of course, was about me in a relationship. But right now, I'm single. Okay, so I covered the women on the relationship end. Now I'm gonna cover the singles. Any single ladies in here? I say, is there any single ladies up in here? All right. All my single ladies. 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 If he loved me, then he should have put a ring on it. If he loved me, then he should have put a ring on it. I'ma say my good thing till he put a ring on it. Ring on it. Ring on it. I am single. Being single is not a prison sentence, solitary confinement, final conclusion, dead woman walking to a single woman's execution. No, baby.
Come on,
Being
sis.
single was a strategic decision made on purpose so I could fulfill my purpose. The prescription for me was to truly be single. Get free and stay free. Conquer lust and let the dust settle for a minute. See, I was living with the stench of sin musty. That must be what had me holding on to my vices. Having lots of sex and I liked it. The truth.
Come on, tell it.
I'm
Say
gonna
it.
stay right there for a second. y'all my family, right? Is y'all judging me?
Go ahead, sister. Say what you mean it. Say it like you mean it.
Having sex and I liked it. Flesh weak, spirit willing, but I couldn't quite yield. I was a playgirl with no feelings attached. I was just playing the field. But that lifestyle gets old. Casual encounters start out hot, then turn cold. I'm on my grown woman now. It's time for me to gracefully bow down and put aside childish things. Put aside childish flings. Being single for me is the opportunity to concentrate all my energy on being a new and improved me. I used to be so thirsty for love. Allowed men to use me up because I didn't know my worth. Then I caught a glimpse of how he seen me. Now I see what I'm worth. I am single, not dead, not broken. Because I'm already knowing I possess an air about me that says I ain't playing. No longer will I allow my mind, body, and spirit to be tainted. No longer will I be spread out like buffet. I'm 5-star now. I gotta be plated.
Rewind it, sister.
Whole plate.
Rewind that back. I think nobody
No
did it.
longer will I allow my mind, body, and spirit to be tainted. No longer will I be spread out like buffet. I'm 5-star now. I gotta be plated.
That's right.
So what's my strategy? I stay prepped and enthusiastic. Looking good. Smelling good. My tactic. I'm relaxing the fact that my husband will find me. I don't have to worry about that. God's got my back. I'm excited about all the possibilities. I'm excited to see this great man chosen to be my one and only. So no, baby, I'm not lonely. I am single. But please believe me, when I made a real change, change ain't always been easy.
Come on now.
Whew.
Say that.
I had to ask God to freeze dry that thing. I had to ask God to freeze dry that thing.
Freeze dry it,
so I can wait till I get that ring. No matter what temptation may bring, and I know my Heavenly Father will be so proud of me. And finally, when my husband, my king, found me, I believe all angels in heaven would sing because I waited. And y'all, I would pray to God to give me the strength to put it on my husband so good.
Come on now.
Watch out now.
Let me just stay right there. I said I would pray to God to give me the strength to put it on my husband so good because I waited. But I digress. I wouldn't say it unless I was really living it. Holding on to my sweet, sweet holds more power than just giving it. I am not worried. I am not upset. I am not bitter. I'm not depressed. I am single and patiently waiting on God's best. Thank you.
Yes!
She hot. She done lit the place on fire. I need a cigarette.
I'm from Michigan City, Indiana, and I know it's some faithful people in the house that followed me here from my home church, so I would like to acknowledge them. Please stand up for coming this long, long way through the traffic. Y'all please stand up. Y'all give them a hand. Thank God so much. And I know it's your birthday, boo. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. So thank you so much. I appreciate y'all coming and support me. And like he said, I do have CDs and I have poetry bookmarks, and if y'all ever my way in Indiana come to poetry and paint, it's where I do poetry and then a female artist is alongside me doing live painting. So it's not a class, but it's just live painting while I'm doing poetry. And I have a band I flow with. So it's a good vibe. So if y'all ever, that way, y'all want to hit the highway and come see me, please come. Carnessa the Poetess. Okay? Huh? Oh, you can't hear me? I'm sorry. Carnessa the Poetess. Oh, Lord. CarnessaThePoetess. And I have cards back there, too. Y'all doing okay?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Thirsty for some more.
Oh, thirsty for some more? Okay. Her sugar got you out here looking foolish.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Posted up at her crib, hiding in the bushes. She didn't call you back, now you can't sleep. You want to see what you can see, maybe catch her on the creep, so you creep real slow. You see a car parked there that you don't know.
I don't do that no more. I'm sorry.
Everybody shake your hands. Because she working with a lot right here. She dealing with a lot right here.
That's about poetry master.
You see a car parked there that you don't know. You bang on the door like you the po-po. You feeling real swole, about to handle your business like your name, Debo. She opens the door, she say, what you here for? Understand, you ain't my man, and you gotta go. Oh no. She had his head messed up. You shouldn't trust a chick who gave her sugar up in a rush, but sugar is just that lethal. You know it's bad for you, but you're checking for a sequel. To the prelude or a juicy rendezvous, better pay attention to what sugar can do to you. Sugar, sugar, fiending for your sugar, got me hooked, got me looking hot and low for your sugar. Hey, sugar, sugar, fiending for your sugar all day, every day, addicted to your sugar. That's somebody calling for sugar right now.
Where you at?
Don't do that.
Where you at?
No.
His sugar got you out here feeling crazy and needy because you fiend him on the daily. Sent him about 1,000 text messages, a picture of your breastises, begging for some yeses, but you never guessed it did. That he wouldn't call you back, you adding up the facts, oh girl must got him tripping like that. So now you feeling all fast, twitching like your name Craig. So you run to the club where he be at and he all hugged up with a chick on his lap. Your blood pressure's up. You're grabbing for your back. Bust out all the windows to his candy red Cadillac. Oh. He comes out the door, he say, what you here for? Understand? I ain't your man. And you gotta go. Oh no. He had her head messed up. You shouldn't trust the dude that gave his sugar up in a rush, but sugar is just that lethal. You know it's bad for you, but you're checking for a sequel to the prelude or a juicy rendezvous. Better pay attention to what sugar can do to you. Sugar, sugar, fiending for the sugar. Got me hooked, got me hooked. For your sugar. Hey, sugar, sugar, fiending for your sugar all day, every day. Addicted to your sugar.
Day.
Giving your sugar away is so serious. You know you should walk away, but you're curious. They won't commit to you, but they say you're doable. Feelings ain't mutual, they push you back like cuticle. Now your feelings hurt, but you knew that going in. You thought your plan would work, your sugar didn't win. That was wishful thinking, but ain't reality. You want something real? Gotta change your mentality. Sugar, sugar, fiending for your sugar. Got me hooked, got me looking high and low for your sugar. Hey, sugar, sugar, fiending for your sugar all day, every day.
We're on the scene.
To your sugar. And then, you know, you might have like a little relapse one night, you know. Right now I'm on my celibacy journey. Anybody else celibate in here? Yeah? Proud? Celibate? Everybody like celibate.
I'm just laughing.
I'm goofy, y'all. I love to have fun. So you just start reminiscing, you know, you might be drinking a little wine, you know, every now and again, drink a little wine every now and again, and then your mind start thinking back, and you might make that drunk call.
Oh man.
He pick up, hello. And you say, I've been drinking. I get so filthy when that liquor get up in me. I've been thinking. Can't keep my hands off your sugar. I want your sugar. Yeah. I get so filthy when that liquor get up in me. I want your sugar, sugar. Everybody say, sugar, sugar. Feeling for your sugar. Got me hooked, got me looking high and low for your sugar. Hey, sugar, sugar. Feeling for your sugar all day, every day. Addicted to your sugar. Thank you.
That was sweet.
Yeah, give it up for Carnessa, the poetess, one more time. Yeah. I like that beat mannerism. Yo. This is my co-host, Angelique.
That was so awesome. My queen was up here spitting, was she not? Give it up one more time for her. And I was loving those boots. Those were hot. Make sure if y'all were enjoying her tonight, stop by her table. She has CDs. She also has poetry bookmarks. So definitely stop by and get some of those items. She was definitely up here doing her thing. Also, please do not forget to stop by Model Esteem's table back there. She has beautiful accessories. Ladies, you will not be disappointed, and we can never have enough accessories. So definitely stop over there and see her. She has beautiful earrings that you guys want to check out. So make sure you do your thing tonight and get you some accessories for that outfit. Go ahead.
That's it? Okay. All right, we're going to get back to, y'all ready to keep the show going? We're going to get back into the features, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Final feature of the night. Well, one more. Oh, okay, hold on. One more thing, okay.
We have another announcement, I'm sorry. We have a couple more announcements from one from our beautiful founder here, Articulite. And then also, I just wanted to have, if you guys would like to follow me on social media, please do so. I actually have a book coming out. It's titled Lessons Taught from Daddy. And this was a collection of poems that I actually wrote, really about the lessons in love I learned through the absence of my father. And initially it was more so about, you know, all of these lessons I learned in love. But as I reflected, it really became more of a journey of self-love for me. And forgiveness was my first step in self-love, because once I was able to forgive my father and other people who have hurt me, I was able to realize that I don't have to see my worth from what people do or don't do. It's more so about how I view myself. So definitely be on the lookout for my book, Lessons Taught from Daddy. And you can follow me on Instagram. I wish it was ready, girl, because I would have some copies ready for you. Follow me on Instagram at __ Mona.Lisa, or you can follow my artist page, which is Angelique Ambers. And my name is kind of different, so it's spelled ANGELIQUE, and then Ambers is like Amber with an S. So yeah, follow me for updates about my book, and also I'll be posting about my poetry and things like that. So I look forward to connecting with you all.
So before we bring up our dynamic feature, we have these envelopes that we're going to pass out. And these envelopes will actually ask you questions, what you like about the event, what you don't like about the event. We read everything. And also give you the option to put your email address on here as well. We like to keep up with people. We do not like spamming people. But if you want to know about other Hot Sauce Poetry events, we have it every second and fourth Friday. So you will see an email list. Actually, it's on the table, actually, right here. We would love for you all to put your email address on the email list that's on your table. Do anybody have, who does not have a email list on their table and you want one? Show of hands. Okay, well, never mind. I'm going to pass out these envelopes here. If you want to be a blessing, you know, sow a seed by all means. That'd be awesome. You know, definitely, you know, a blessing. And that's the only thing I have to say. I don't have to say much. I'm just going, this candy stuck in my mouth and I'm focusing on that. And I got house shoes on right now. I'm not even trying to be fancy, you know, like that. But we're here every second and fourth Friday. This will tell you a little bit about Hot Sauce Poetry. We had a television show on WCIU in 2014. Also, Hot Sauce Poetry, we've been in existence for over 10 years. We've been having shows back to back without no vacation. We took one vacation, I think that was in 2018, one day. But we've been having shows back to back to back for over 10 years. Also, I'm trying to make sure I covered everything. Chime in on Facebook, chime in on Instagram as well. Also, we do poetry tours. If you are a poet or an artist, and know a poet and artist, and you're interested in knowing, hey, how do people get on poetry tours? I form poetry tours. I do poetry workshops, all of the above. So I'm gonna bring it back to Angelica Poetry Soul Child. Give it up for our dynamic host. And shout out to our DJ Mannerism. Mannerism also is a producer as well. He's a spoken word artist. And he opened up a record label, right? You wanna say something right quick about it?
Spoken word recording label. So it's inspirational too. So not just any spoken word artist, just someone who are impactful, someone who's speaking life over people. And I'm an artist. I have different artists I'm working with: Drew Lau, Fallon Sampson. I actually have some flyers too on the path. I have an open mic tomorrow. Yeah, so I got a bunch of flyers for tomorrow, so you can check out. And it's more laid back. If you can, come through. It's going to be on 6343 in Kesey. We're gonna have a good time. Open mic, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a random feature. So I have an actual feature there, but I'm going to do a random feature for open mic. Someone to sign up for the open mic, and then I'll give them 2 or 3 pieces at a time, and then I'll compensate you. Just for, being on a random selection. And we're gonna have a little bit of food, not too much, just a little bit of food tomorrow. So if you can, either way, just keep the card, because I have it every 3rd Saturday of the month. And so just keep the cards. I have all the dates on there for the rest of the year. Thank you.
So we're going to pass out some flyers right quick. Do we have any extra chocolates in the back? Okay, if we have some extra chocolates, I'm gonna go around and pass some out to people in case you want some. One more thing, I got CDs for sale for only $5. If you want one, you can go to the front desk, which is 20 feet from you, and purchase a CD if you want.
And Mannerism was just talking to you all about the open mic tomorrow, and that's actually, that venue is also the Fleet Boutique. So if you are loving my outfit, definitely check out the Fleet Boutique, ladies. It's at 6347 South Kesey. You will not be disappointed. They have all sizes, and they will have you on fleek, okay? Because I'm looking cute. So definitely check out the Fleet Boutique. You won't be disappointed, and the prices are reasonable, because we all be on a budget sometimes. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna hand it over to my co-host now.
Thank you so much, Angela. Any more announcements? Any more announcements? I just want to know, any more announcements? All right, great. I got an announcement. Also, as we plug in open mics, I'll also do a youth open mic every 1st Saturday of the month at the Carter G. Woodson Library. Anybody got young people that's interested in becoming artists? Okay, see me afterwards, all right. Yeah, I do it. It's always been my vision and passion to work with the youth, outside of doing this open mic, so yeah, y'all just, also I'll be celebrating my 2-year anniversary of the open mic in April, National Poetry Month. Clap it up for that. Love working with the youth, y'all. So, without further ado, we got all the announcements out the way. We're gonna get back into the last feature of the night. This dope brother coming to the stage. This is my brother. He is a dope actor from Chicago PD. He is a published author, a dope poet, and he's a father, y'all. That's the most important thing. So put y'all hands together for my brother, Mel Roberson, y'all. Keep clapping as he comes to the stage, y'all. That's right, y'all. Keep it going.
Struggle each and every day. Some wonder why I'd rather die
one seems to really know. But I won't accept that this is how it's gonna be. Therefore, you got to let me and my people go. 'Cause I wanna be free.
It's as if God has delivered me my own personal rain cloud, and these troubled tears that I shed while I lay in my bed makes my puffy pillow seem more like a soggy pain cloud, and my brain clouds with the visions of poor decisions by policymakers giving my people ungodly circumcisions, cutting me down to 3/5 of a man. They took away 2/5 of who I am, and they called it a compromise. A compromise to disguise the lies of inequality, so follow me. Follow me just for a little while, where great pharaohs and queens had kingdoms on the Nile, and hunters and warriors created legends with the weapons they were possessing. Then slavery crept in. Slavery crept in and attempted to crush our hopes. They beat us and chained us and put us on boats and shipped us off to the American coast, where our native tongue language slowly became a ghost. And we were forced to learn English while picking cotton for the white folks. Back in the days of the plantation, the labor of slaves is what built up this nation, and Massa ain't want us to get no real education, but we held on to our hopes. Then Harriet Tubman came along and snuck us through the Underground Railroad while Nat Turner was killing slave masters in their bedclothes, and one day in the 1800s, the Emancipation Proclamation was written and they told us we were free. They said that slavery had ended, but it ain't seemed that way to me. So now it's post-slavery, but pre-civil rights. Black inventors are inventing inventions that are changing our lives, from open heart surgery to corner stoplights. And even though we're making all of these great contributions to society, the men in white hooded robes are still burning crosses in our front yards in the middle of the night. And I wouldn't be a man if I didn't stand up and fight. From the letters of Willie Lynch to lynch mobs to mob action to actions on behalf of the police, meaning police brutality daily to the daily newspapers to the paper pushers and punk politicians preventing an important population of people to vote. They don't want us to vote. So I put on my shoes and I grab my coat as we begin to march, not for civil, but for human rights. And one day I'll be free for the rest of my life. Free from the fearsome forces of fire hoses in our faces while we fight for equality. Free from the dangers of dashing police dogs almost destroying our limbs with their dagger-like bites while we demonstrate for equality. Free from the bricks and bombs bombarding and burning our homes while we march and march and march until we reach equality. I just want to be free. Free to be me. What's good, I Talk Poetry? Y'all all right? Yeah. If you feel good, let me hear you say, I feel good.
I feel good.
Man, it's Black History Month.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's all right. We got a little freedom now. Y'all good? Yes. All right. Having a good time? How many people in love in here? You with your significant other? You got a range. Bitter single people? Any of us? Maybe not bitter, but you know.
Bitter, dog. You say bitter.
So, I debated on if I was going to do this piece or not, but I'm going to do it.
Do it, bro.
The good thing about life, especially for poets, is it gives us an outlet to deal with the stuff that we need to deal with. So y'all just bear with me on this one. Here is my heart. Fragile, battered, scarred, and torn apart, barely functional, but it's working. Still beating, though it's hurting, and I don't know what to do with it. Because of damaging relationships, I wanted to be through with it. Honestly, I wanted to die. Long nights lying in my bed, asking myself why. Why me? Why now? Why do I have to go through all of this pain? Why did I allow my emotions to overtake my logical brain? See, relationships can be hit or miss. But love left me feeling like love ain't Love left me bleeding on the pavement, man. Love ain't this. Love made me violently ill, but still longing for her kiss. So right now, I hate every love song ever known to man. It doesn't matter how melodic or well composed it is, that stuff is not my jam, not while I'm broken. Not while I'm lying in a puddle of tears hoping that the agony soon would be over. And whoever said it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all must have never had their heart ran over by a mountain bike. By a mountain bike on a bike rack. By a mountain bike on a bike rack that was on the back of a car, that was on the back of a tow truck, that was on the back of a Mack truck, that was inside a cargo plane, that was on an aircraft carrier.
Oh, man.
She put it on you. She slammed. Love is the Titanic. Love is a tragic, asthmatic, manic, depressive candidate. And I know that my description seems drastic and far too extreme because love is supposed to be such a beautiful thing, but I still say love ain't Love ain't flowers and candy. When you've been crushed by love's relationships, man, love ain't bliss, and I wish that I could say that I was hopeful. I wish that I could say that I had 8 million selfies in my phone to post on social media of us just so I could be boastful because I loved her in a special way. You know, we used to say, me and her, we have this thing we used to say, baby, you can leave me if you want to, but I'm coming with you.
That's right.
But the veracity of that statement was far from official. For several weeks now, my nasal cavity has been stuffed with tissue. Yeah, I did the ugly cry. See, love ain't because apparently love lied. Love did not conquer all. Love did not break my fall. And all of the king's horses and all of the king's men could not put the Humpty Dumpty pieces of my heart back together again.
Come on.
She said she needed space. But what she failed to understand is that I was prepared to give her the universe.
That's right.
And for what it's
right.
worth, I'm not claiming that I was perfect. But I do understand that I'm a damn good man, and even though relationships are work, I know that I'm worth it. See, I found value in my vulnerability. I had tenacity in my tears. I sculpted courage from this cataclysmic catastrophe and filed away my fears, but it's cool. If there ever is a next time for me in love, I'll just make up my own rules. See, I only wanted love to love me back, but I guess I was the fool. All right, now that everybody's depressed. So my friend Celeste, who's also a dope poet from Chicago, I wrote that piece like right after the breakup, it was 2018. And she was like, I hear you, bro, but why don't you write something on the other side of that, like what you want it to look like, instead of, you know, what you've been through. She made that challenge in 2018. I didn't write this poem till like a month ago, right? So normally, I don't read a poem, but I just wrote it, so I don't know it that well. So I'm gonna take this iPad real quick and get y'all out of depression.
Come on, let's do this.
Poetry is not therapy, but it's very therapeutic. I did go and sit on somebody's couch though and talk it out. I probably know this, but I'm nervous, so. Y'all good?
Yeah. Man, it's so good.
She wanted to hold hands in public, and I loved it. I embraced it. The pain of my past perfunctory relationship, she erased it like she had a fat preschool pencil. She took the stencil of her heart and traced out her part by being herself. She told me to take my love off of the shelf and share a little. And if I cared enough to care a little, she would handle the rest. Lying with her head on my chest, she called me king. And she meant it. She said, I just want you to recognize how powerful you really are, and was authentic. So now I'm confused. Ego was slightly bruised from failing to find forever before. Like the raven landed on my shoulder and I asked about being able to love again, and he told me nevermore. Like I could never score in this game of companionship. But this woman told me she would never abandon ship as long as I was a good captain. So how do I measure this buried treasure? How do I chart a course for forever? Navigate through the waters of wanting something significant. She said, I'll be your first mate and permanent date, and we can make something magnificent. Woman, who are you? Her response, I'm the one that will read Socrates, Shakespeare, and The Art of War just to intellectually spar with you. Not to scar you, but so that I won't be far from you. Your love is like a liquor that belongs on the top shelf, so let me raise the bar for you. Your life has already been hard enough, so before we depart, let me do my part and love every part of you. From your once broken heart to your marvelous mind, you are a serendipitous soul. You are a masterpiece like Van Gogh, so lend me your ear and let me speak about the art of you. Vincent Van Gogh cut off his ear. Y'all remember that?
We got that. Pop it. Pop it.
I'm just checking to make sure y'all with me.
We with you, man.
All right. From your once broken heart to your marvelous mind to your serendipitous soul, you are a masterpiece like Van Gogh. So lend me your ear and let me speak about the art of you. She rendered me speechless. It was like she rendered a master thesis that mastered the masses of my scattered pieces. It's like she rendered her captions in a rational fashion that motivated me with actual telekinesis. And this was just the beginning. She said, baby, I already began with the end in mind, so when it's the end of our time, we will have had a happy ending. Preceded by a lifetime of happy endings. Preceded by us taking on the world and winning. Preceded by us standing back to back, so if we are attacked, we can defend our destiny. You give me the best of you, and I'll give you the best of me forever. Something coming between us? Never. The way we interact with each other? Clever. Whosoever tries to end this endeavor will be severed. With her still laying on my chest as she rests, I told her, Queen, it's not coincidental that I'm into such a phenomenal being. That your mental stimulation takes me to places I've never been. That I love you as a lover, but even more as a friend. Baby, you can make a wordsmith not know how to smith his words. You can show me a salamander and convince me that it was a bird. You are the epitome of black girl magic. You are the utopia that was gifted to me after the tragic. Like I had been let go from a previous job I hated, and you were the amazing severance package.
Rewind it, bro. Rewind it, bro.
You are the epitome of black girl magic. You are the utopia that was gifted to me after the tragic. Like I had been let go of a previous job that I hated, but you were the amazing severance package. And all that I have, I'm willing to invest with interest in your interest. My capital gains were captured by your marvelous brain. Loving you is not taxing, but I will gladly pay back taxes just to get the max with you. And I don't even know why I'm still talking after you said everything that needs to be said. So for the rest of my life, baby, I want to make you my wife and just relax with you. You still good? Yeah. How much time I got?
You only do a total of 15.
All right. I probably got time for two more. Two quick ones.
I do want to make an announcement. Mel Rob did say he was single, ladies, so in case you want to slide into him.
Let's go. I'm trying to figure out which one to do, man. Okay. All right, I need a little crowd participation for this one. Everybody say C. C. D. I got those for sale at the back table. I got 4 different ones, by the way. Right, I got that. And I'm a 5-time Amazon best-selling author. One of my books I have back there that hit bestseller rankings in 7 different categories on Amazon. I do have a copy of that one back there. Last but not least, I'm graduating with my MBA on February. It has kicked every inch of my butt.
Well deserved. Well deserved, brother.
This brother right here, all right, I'm gonna bounce off you. I was back there like, oh, he's spitting, yeah. You too, sis. Where'd she go in the purple, the beautiful one? There she is. Sugar. Let's go. Before the beginning of the beginning, Father Time and Mother Earth and Father Time, wait, hold on. I was thinking about Sugar Sugar.
I knew that was good.
Just make you lose your mind.
Man, sugar is a powerful drug, boy, I tell you.
Got him.
Yes, sir.
That's all right. It come to you.
All right, got it, man. I ain't did this one in a minute, but he spit his. I was like, oh, I gotta spit this one because he spit that one. All right, before the beginning of the beginning, Mother Earth and Father Time birthed the idea of birthing a particular earthling. The essence of this specimen was heaven sent. And it seemed senseless to fight the feeling of being defenseless once you laid eyes on the prize created by Mother Earth and Father Time. The divine design of flesh with the divine erupted into a breathtaking structure appropriately named the Black Woman. Her presence gave evidence of the four elements. Earth being her mother, the spirit of the Black woman was covered by a caramel-colored clay, crafted and shaped as a godly display of radiance, and the cadence of her feet stepping slowly yet oh so gracefully through the universe brought joyful smiles to the faces of her parents. Even the angels themselves were in reverence of this perfectly proportioned piece of putty. She was forged in the fire, and that's what made her godly. And oddly enough, the heat didn't damage her skin. It's actually what gave her that gorgeous tint. Originally a beautifully baked bronze, but possessing a chemical prism in her spiritual makeup that would allow for other shades of beauty to come forth out of future generations. The cooling off process ordered the manifestation of her curves, and blurbs of words could not adequately emphasize how water wrapped around her thighs and lips and hips and chest, her breasts the best, her waist and face were graced with grace, and I suppose her nose, her fingers and toes, though small in size, their value grows. Her clutch, her touch, they mean so much because whatever she holds turns to gold. Earth, fire, and water created, baked, and molded perfection. Air was naturally the last selection, as the wind would begin to caress every hill and valley of her figure, drying off this perfect picture. Pure perfume was the aroma of this sister, and as oxygen kissed her, the galaxies came alive. The sun evolved out of the twinkling in her eyes. The solar system was her rhythm, dancing around planets of granite until daylight itself would vanish, and even in the darkness, her beauty would glow. Life would come forth from every seed she would sow. Divinely responsible for populating Earth, she retreated from outer space and began to give birth to more Black women, reproducing angelic gifts made for Black men. And for billions and billions of years, you have been our present, heaven-sent, magnificent Black woman, often imitated but never duplicated Black woman, not only fine but also educated Black woman. And through the roughest times, we wouldn't have made it without the Black woman. And these words are just to let you know you are appreciated, Black woman. Black woman, thank you for being you. Run for the road, run for the road. All right. My full stage name is Mel Robb, the voice of the people, MVP. I am the MVP, more affectionately known as Mel Robb, the voice of the people. Ain't no prequel, equal, or sequel, because from the womb to the tomb, I'm just that lethal. See, when I was younger, my mother wanted to name me Viper, because even as an infant, what I spit was deadly. You never thought that the medley from a 2-year-old could be so heavy. Child prodigy speaking prophecies and philosophies. So logically, there was a misunderstanding concerning my dichotomy. That's both sides of me. I was born half man, half amazing, half ice cold, half blazing. My grandfather's from New Orleans, so I guess I'm the spice that you need in your life because I'm half Cajun and the other half angel. And when I was a toddler, my father wanted to rename me Sniper. He looked through the pages of my coloring books and found out I was a silent but deadly writer. There were mounds of melted crayons because my hand was on fire. Written below the cartoons and pictures, there were old haikus, prose, and scriptures. I was a poesia, poesaja, rato, kavi, multiple dialect, potent poetry spitter. So needless to say, preschool was just a waste of my time. I wanted to hear, that's me, I wanted to hear Shakespeare, so Mother Goose and Dr. Seuss were nothing more than a waste of rhyme. And when I was a youngin', my cousin gave me the nickname Farmer. I made sure every verbal seed that I planted led to nothing but good poetic karma. With ink in my bloodstream, if I had a nightmare, I sweat out poetry in my dreams. Look at the place where I laid my face, and you find I perspired a poem onto my pillowcase. And when I was a teenager, well, that's when things got major. I fell in love with a chick named Bick and had a mistress named Papyrus. Big pen, Papyrus. I fell in love with a chick named Bick and had a mistress named Papyrus, but unfortunately I had cordially infected both of them with my virus. Ain't no doses to heal my prognosis of a terminal case of verbalitis, and they call me King Midas at 16 years old. So Miss Bick and Lady Papyrus naturally turned to gold, and when the three of us got together for a menage a right, you should have heard the stories that got told. It's not wise to face me blow for blow. I rep hard for Chicago. Not even Playtex, Kotex, and Tempex combined could attempt to check my flow.
Come on now.
And now that I'm a little bit older, wordplay gets much doper. The Frank Lucas of positive poetry, and I got the urban block sold up. Born and raised on the south side of the Windy City, so I can't help but to be colder than most of you. You want food for thought? Well, I got toast for you. And I also got the word, because I heard that a man can't live off bread alone, so I spit hard or I go home. Whether spitting written bars are coming straight from the dome. I make the toughest of men get nervous and worried like R. Kelly was their next door neighbor and their teenage daughter is home alone.
Oh my goodness!
Well, you gonna go to jail.
No, he is, not me. For a very long time.
Say that, bro! Say that, bro!
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Where was I?
Locking him up.
Whether spitting written bars or coming straight from the dome. I make the toughest of men get nervous and worry like R. Kelly was their next door neighbor and their teenage daughter is home alone. Haters can't wait till I'm dead and gone. So when God pulls my number and it's time for me to go to heaven, put my real name on my tombstone. Not Will Smith, but I am legend. Thank you.
Dynamic poets to the mic. Give a hand to all the features. Mel, Ra, Love, Personified, Carnessa. They have products in the bag. If you want to go to the bag, they do have products. They do have products as well. So we have the envelopes there. If you want to fill out the envelopes, you can. We'll be collecting those as well. What we're going to do, because we got to be out at a certain time, we are going to close out. We're going to have everybody to stand up right quick while we close out. See our vendor. See Shatima. Shatima got earrings for $5. $5 holla. She got some fancy dope earrings. Angelique, did you get it? You got anything to say before I close out? Holler out if you do.
I
We're going to close out in prayer. Lord God, get everybody safe travel and mercy. Lord, protect your people, Lord God. Protect people that's here tonight, Lord God. Get everybody blessings. Lord God, people that need jobs, give them jobs, Lord God. People that need a home, give them homes, Lord. Give them